Meta's open source AI, available to all, not just the few. Here's Brandon Mitchell, CEO of Rightsea.
We use Llama, Meta's free open source AI model, to build an AI tool that helps people get their dream job.
Learn more at ai.meta.com/open.
Get charged up for the all-electric Acura ZDX, featuring your choice of complimentary charging packages, an impressive range, and a Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. With a 3-month trial subscription of SiriusXM, transform your ride into the most extensive and personalized audio experience on the road. Visit your local Acura dealer for electrifying offers on a 2024 Acura ZDX. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Look, as somebody who has had a golden shower by accident and woke up drunk with a turd on their chest, I have to tell you, I'm hoping there's no pictures of this.
And now, Cheese Wits.
Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman. I'm sorry, I can't hear you because Ronnie freaking Dunn just liked my post on Blue Sky.
I'm sorry, what's Blue Sky? Is that something you libs do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
It's the new Twitter, except not hateful.
Exactly.
Oh, Twitter's not hateful. What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Listen, when we invade Greenland, are the shirts going to be green that say "Make Greenland Great Again"? Or
hey, you all talk about your Greenland. I'm more worried about the Gulf of America. Okay, so you all do what you want to, or Canada, or whatever's going to happen.
Well, already here. I'm sorry. I'm on the cell phone right now. I'm just getting in. So already here, we have a town here called Mexico. So that's going to be America now. And we also have a town here called Sweden. And so I guess we're going to invade Sweden because they do have water in the town of Sweden, and there is a little island out in that water. Mm-hmm. And maybe they call it Greenland. I don't know.
You all just get the fuck ready.
Have you seen that the president of Mexico has made up a new map that said Mexico's going to take over the U.S. and call it Mexican America?
Come on.
What?
You might have to repeat that, Jess, because
I guess so.
Yeah, I think we've had an interruption by a dog.
Come on.
Hello?
Lucy, come on.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's almost like nobody knew this show was starting or something.
This is like
listen, I don't have time for this bullshit today.
Oh, you don't have
too much going on.
Okay.
Wow.
That's that.
Should I go ahead and tell a joke to ease the tension?
Well, maybe as long as it doesn't get interrupted.
I just don't have time for those goddamn dogs running around like crazy. They know I got to get shit done. Oh, and then Cheyenne just came upstairs. The downstairs is leaking.
Well, that happens in the snow, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the flush up toilet system that's leaking.
Oh Jesus, flush up?
Yeah, it flushes up to the because it's below grade.
Don't you have a sump pump for that or something?
No.
Okay.
It's because the toilet is several feet below that. What was that?
I'm at the chicken fillet.
Oh.
I'm getting some conservative chicken.
So you guys need to reschedule.
No, really no time ever works. So this is probably the best.
Yeah. I'm with you. Next Wednesday I won't be available.
Why?
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Did you say why?
Yeah.
Why? Wow.
Because I said so. That's why.
Because he's a man and he said so. That's why.
I have because Henry has a doctor's appointment. And it is impossible to get a vet appointment anywhere in this country right now.
Well, it's impossible to get a vet appointment in Nashville on Friday because apparently we're getting snow, so we've shut down ahead of time.
As you should. As you should. Look, we've got 4 inches here, and this is the 3rd day they've been off school in Frederick.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the goddamnedest thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Oh, no, that doesn't happen. Want to bet?
Oh. I am so, and I'm just so, I am so, like, just fucking out there today.
Well, Wally, if it's anything to you, you seem it.
Well, at least I'm playing the part well.
Well, then let me give you the bowling alley joke. This will calm everybody down.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, this will calm everybody down. So one guy is complaining in a bar to another guy, and I says, "Oh, my wife, Jesus Christ! All she ever does is bitch, 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 all the fucking time." And the other guy says, "A real nagger, huh?" He says, "No, just, I guess she's big, only about 200 pounds, but she's Irish." Now you see, Jess has already edited that out of the show.
I have already edited that out of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm envious of Jess. She's drinking something, and I have only just poured hot water into my tea bag thing here, and now have to wait another 5 minutes before I can even drink it.
It's almost like I knew the show was coming and prepared ahead of time.
Hey, we all knew the show was coming.
So weird.
And you know what?
We
It's
all
funny.
know.
We're all fucked up this week because of the snow here. Jenna's got some stomach bug, so she's been home the last 2 days. And then the other day was a snow day. So it's like, gee, I've gotten my overfill of Jenna. That's for fucking sure. So, I mean, Jesus, fuck. I mean, I love the woman, but got to take it to another level. I mean, she scheduled our chiropractor appointments at the same time today. So, we go together 6 and 6:15. It's okay. Okay.
Oh.
This, a chiropractor appointment, it's like gambling. It's not a group thing. Okay. Okay. Do you want to come for my proctologist as well? Do you want me to make you a proctology appointment? Okay.
All right.
You want me to go to your
I'm on
OBGYN with you? I know your gunch better than that doctor. Okay.
Gunch. That's new. I've not heard that before.
Do you like that?
I've never heard of that either.
Really? Really?
Gunch.
I'm going to use it in a sentence. She had a moist gunch. Okay.
Oh,
So, A,
That makes it so much worse, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
the word moist is just so terrible in association with gunch or any feminine below the waist area.
That is true. You don't want to talk about somebody having a moist taint. So
I don't know how we devolved to this so quickly.
neither do I. Jess was in the middle of something, and then you had a goddamn freak out attack like it was your sister on coke.
That freaking dog. I'm yelling at the dog because I had no time for the fucking dog to run around and not listen to me just then. But the other guy snuck out because he wants to play. Oh, I don't want to play.
My cat went outside to shit and got in the snow for about 10 seconds, looked back at me, and wanted to be carried back inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. You did this to yourself.
Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this. No, you probably didn't. So I get a text today, and the text says, it reminds me that I need to pay my fast track bill, or I'm going to lose my license and will not be able to get on and use the turnpike or whatever the hell it is. Well, fast track.
Ah,
I am more than 3,000 miles from where they use fast track. That's the California Easy Pass.
Oh,
Right?
I didn't even know what Fast Track was.
Yeah, it's Easy Pass,
But
but
also,
West Coast
Fast Track and
Pass.
Easy Pass are not in charge of whether you get to keep your license.
No, of course they're not. But so click here and pay here so that your tolls you haven't paid. But they are, because what they're trying to say is you haven't paid a lot of tolls,
Right.
and now you have to pay us those tolls.
Can
or
you
else we're
picture
taking your
this?
license?
so Jess, what are you thinking? Wally's going to pay it with an Amazon gift card,
Mhm.
or he's going to call them and says, "Hello, this is the Department of Motor Vehicle Department."
It's just how these fucking people find the time to do all this shit, and at least do a little research and understand that I live on the Atlantic Ocean. The fast track is a Pacific Ocean
Listen,
area.
if it wasn't working
I
for
thought
them, they
that's how you
wouldn't
got
do
into
it.
the rides.
I just saw a story today about a woman who thought she was helping Alan Jackson through his disease by giving him $3,000 in Apple gift cards.
Oh my God. Well, I've heard people say, I have heard this in an anonymous conversation, that Donald Trump is now an African prince.
Oh.
And we can send him money now. When he sends us a text message, he and Elon Musk, since Elon Musk, I believe, is South African.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are South African princes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can now, send him money because he's a fucking scam bot too.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking guys. How many billions of dollars do you need? How many billions do you need? That Elon Musk
let you talk about our leaders, plural.
That Elon Musk wants to be the fucking king of the world.
He thinks he already is.
Elon Musk is our president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he absolutely has some shit up his sleeve, and he thinks.
I mean, the fucker could buy Greenland right now.
Yeah, well, that's what he's saying, and he's trying to influence the German election and the French election, and man, he's fucking.
Well, and then they got that cuck in Canada, Trudeau. He decided to step aside, and then he puts out a tweet early today that says there's no way that Canada will become the 51st state, and Elon tweets back to him, "Girl, you're not in charge anymore." Like, okay,
yeah. It's such bad form. It's just such bad form.
Look, I encourage everybody that listens to this podcast, both of you, to go ahead and watch Idiocracy. Because if you don't watch Idiocracy, you don't know what the fuck's coming.
We doubled our listenership
just last week. Yep.
I believe so.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Try that, Joe fucking Rogan.
So let me try this directly. Scott Schlein, go ahead and watch Idiocracy.
Yeah,
if you
tell
would.
Scott. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just fucking, and these, the silence coming from the folks who are so all about this guy during the election. Oh, you guys are jerks. You don't know what you're talking about. He's the best fucking thing for this country. They're silent now because they're fucking starting to see already.
They're not silent. They're crying about, we didn't know he meant us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's they're not silent. They're now dividing the party in half.
Mm-hmm. We didn't know he was going to take away our health insurance.
And now Bozo Boy is saying, well, the economy's in rough shape. I want to know what fucking country he lives in. Yesterday, he said that America, it's a terrible place. This is a terrible place. He had a press conference yesterday, and in that while he was talking about the Canada being the 51st state and taking Greenland and perhaps using force to get Greenland and the Panama Canal, and blah, blah, blah. Also said, it's just a terrible place. This is a if it's a fucking, why are you here then, cocksucker?
Maybe to suck cocks. We'll never know.
I have really only a couple of times had much to say politically, like personally about him. I have but I haven't attacked or he's a fucking moron. I'm sorry. He just is.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it comes out that he is the biggest closeted homo? And he's got like the ghost of Dick Armey blowing him.
Oh, that would be so great.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that just be tits out amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely believe I almost have no doubt that the Russians have pictures of him with prostitutes and maybe the golden shower. Mm-hmm. I think that's a distinct possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as somebody who has had a golden shower by accident and woke up drunk with a turd on their chest, I have to tell you, I'm hoping there's no pictures of this. Okay.
Now, I've never participated in the golden shower scenario, but I feel like the way that I understand it, turds are not involved.
No, turds are not supposed to be involved. But if you're both extremely drunk and somebody's pissing on you and all of a sudden they lay a Tootsie Roll in your chest by accident,
it's like
it
an
wasn't
old guy.
Pleasant. It was not pleasant.
It's like an old guy pissing at the urinal and farting.
Right. Or the old guy that's pissing at the urinal and his pants are around his ankles.
I've had that. I've seen that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I told you I saw the asshole in the Hannaford
old
the
man
guy
at
bent
the,
over trying to pull up his pants at the urinal, and his big ass and his asshole just right out there in the middle of it all.
See, this guy wasn't that bad. This guy Wilbur at the bowling alley, old man, okay, fine. But he's dropped his, fucking dickies to the ground and still has his whitey tighties on. Okay, so he's pissing at the top of his whitey tighties while his dickies are on the ground getting the swell of his prostate. Okay, it was disturbing.
Jess, because I think that the golden shower is a fetish that men have. The men like to get pissed on.
I didn't like it.
And
I didn't like it. Let me tell you something. There was I distinctly remember who it was. It was a very pretty African-American lady who was a cheerleader for UNLV, and we both got drunk, and I'd never heard of this before. Maybe it's an African thing. I don't know. Cavassier? I don't know what that is, but I was drinking it.
That's orange liqueur.
Brandy, or it's brandy or something like that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Sugar Britches and me were, and that's Cavassier and Coke.
Have you not ever seen the SNL bit? Oh, Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows.
The SNL bit about Tim Meadows taking a shit on my chest?
No,
I haven't
Tim
seen
Meadows
that one.
being the ladies' man drinking Cavassier.
Yeah, Cavassier.
No.
Yeah, when he was the lady. Yeah, right. And
I have not. Now I know.
My question, Jess, is in your travels, in your extensive dating history, has anyone ever asked you for the golden shower?
No.
I don't even.
And even if that was something I was interested in participating in, I wouldn't be able to, because I can't even pee in a public bathroom if somebody's in the next stall.
Now, can I ask you this?
God, have you and Jenna been talking? Jesus Christ. She can't piss in a public stall. And she told me one time she had to crap so bad. She was in the bathroom and she's like, I gotta go. And there's people in here. And she fucking got toilet paper and matted it up, put it under her asshole so the turd didn't hit the water.
No, I'm not that bad. I would just hold it until I died because I didn't want anybody else to know I was shitting.
Oh my God. Yeah, she just went ahead and shit in her depends. It was fine.
So you a certain web or web page star that we know that you're familiar with, Jess, a guy who's appeared in a web page that you may have had something to do with.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to piss or shit on that guy, or maybe just throw some dung at him?
I don't really feel like he is good enough to deserve any part.
No. He would not.
This.
He would not get the golden shower.
No, so the golden part is coming in right there. No, he doesn't get any of my gold.
I'm not even sure that Mr. D ever showered, let alone it being a golden shower.
Golly.
Okay.
He did shower when he had to get the smell of the other women off before I knew what was going on.
That smell of Cavassier.
Yeah.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
the smell of crack. Mm-hmm. That's it right there. Yeah, I don't understand these. What do they call? What is that? A predilection? What is it?
A kink?
Predilection. Okay, Mr. Oxford Dictionary. Predilection. That sounds like something Chris Hansen is involved in.
Wait a second. What is Chris Hansen selling now?
He's selling predilection, Wally. Don't you know?
The blue pill. He's selling the blue pill now.
I just saw a TikTok with him where some guy called the police and said, there's somebody stalking me, and he's been stalking me from the web, and now he's at my house. And the police are like, do you know who it is? And he's like, yeah, his name is Chris Hansen.
He's trying to revive that career.
Yeah, I'm Chris Hansen. I'm coming in here to your house. Spread your legs. You're gonna get some predilection.
Of jobs that people could have, how creepy is that fucking guy with that job? That's a creepy fucking job he had. Finding the. I mean, being a pedophile is creepy, but having the job where you're fucking tracking and just creepy.
I just feel like there are some jobs that, while they're probably necessary, they need to be done. The people who do them, like, you really hope that they're getting therapy or something, because how do you go through every day? That's your everyday job, to deal with the worst people in humanity.
And could you imagine them, doing it like a game show? And you got Johnny Olson coming up and saying, all right, we'll be back after this from Johnny. What's up, Johnny Olson? Well, Bob, if you know a pedophile, send a ticket to 7800 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, and write on that card, pedo. Back to you, Bob.
On today's show, 27-year-old teacher and horticulturist Renee Zellweger. I should have taken her name.
Now, Renee Zellweger is never going to sponsor this program.
Oh, no.
She's probably going to stop listening.
Yeah, but more than likely.
So now Scott Schline's alone. Great.
Again.
Great.
She's going to have to make another diary movie.
Yep.
To have to get it all back. I don't. There are fucking, like, I couldn't imagine being like a the guy who comes and sees the dead bodies who works for the city. What is that guy?
The coroner.
The coroner, right? The coroner.
No, he's the predilectionist.
Could you imagine being the coroner? Though that's got to be fucking a horrible gig too. You got to have counseling for that,
dude.
Gig.
That's a great gig. Look at Ron Howard. Not Ron Howard. Henry Winkler. He did a great job as the coroner.
Oh, you mean Henry Winkler and
and what was that? It wasn't Steve Guttenberg. It was the other dude.
No, it was Barney Rubble. What an actor!
Yeah, what an actor! Exactly. No, they did fine for themselves.
Yeah, that's Michael Keaton. I watched the new, because I didn't have to pay for it anymore. I watched the new Beetlejuice. Yeah, it was okay.
I actually saw that it was available, and I was like, I'll watch it later. I remembered we talked about it, and I was like, I want to see that. And then it came up, and it was available, and I was like, maybe another time.
Same here. It was like it was my last choice of something to watch.
By the way,
every movie I want to see, it comes out free, and it's like, like that Reagan movie. I wanted to see that, being the red bleeder that I am. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, Storage Wars is on.
Yeah. Let's see, 90 Day Fiance or...
Well, it's an investment, right? You have to invest, an hour and 40 minutes into these movies. Give me 42 minutes. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I'll watch something for that.
By the way, so my friend was like, you have to watch this other 90 Day Fiance show. Because he knows how much I like trash TV. And he had found this show called Before the 90 Days, which I wasn't familiar with. And he's like, but it's on HBO Max. And I was like, I don't want to pay for another thing. And I used to have HBO Max for free. It was part of my AT&T internet. But when I moved, AT&T said, we've done away with that. So you got to keep it because you were grandfathered in. But once you change your address, you can't have it anymore. And so I never logged back into HBO. So when my friend was like, hey, just do this, there's a $2 a month or something for 6 months deal for HBO. And I was like, all right, fine. I go log in to HBO to try to do this $2 a month deal. And it says, you can't do that because you're already being billed through AT&T. They never shut it off. I have had HBO for free for all of this time, and I had no idea.
Do you ever get letters from companies that just start, fuck you, Jess, and continue from there? I'm thinking that's probably the only way you can go.
Why would they say, fuck me? I haven't used it. They've gotten paid for it.
Fuck you, Jess. You've been getting paid by AT&T, and we are upset that you haven't logged in.
Yeah,
so fuck you, Jess.
I've gotten more than my share of use out of that in the last month. So
very nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you caught up on The Sopranos? You gone all the way through yet?
I did that in 2020.
Okay. See, no, I actually did that like last year, and I want to watch it again now.
Yeah, I never watched it because back when it was current, I didn't have HBO, and that was a thing you had to actually pay for.
Right.
And
and it holds. I mean, the story holds.
It does. It does. When I finally watched it in 2020, I was like, this is really good. Hey, have you guys watched The Sopranos?
I did, Jess, 20 years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I
can see this. You watch The Sopranos, guys, like Kathy Griffin. Jesus Christ, you got a head dangling in your hand too?
I have not. Sopranos. It's again not my. I mean, I used to watch it a little bit,
Look,
but not
any of that mob shit I want to watch.
Religious.
Any bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
There was some I was watching on TikTok because that's where I get all my viewing suggestions from apparently. And there was some Jimmy Hoffa movie. Yeah, really. There's a Jimmy Hoffa movie that Robert De Niro was in, and I whatever that is, I would need to go watch it now.
I don't
remember that one. I remember Jimmy Hoffa with you don't want the truth. Oh, what's his name? Why I can't remember names today. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. It's part of your predilection.
Are you talking about Jack?
Jack Nicholson. Yes.
Nicholson. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he plays.
Yeah,
Jimmy
it wasn't
one.
Yeah, it wasn't that one. It was a different one than that.
Oh, interesting. I might have to search that out because I do like those. I do kind of like those kinds of movies. I like the understory. I don't necessarily like the gruesomeness of Sopranos. I like a lot of the psychological parts of the stories and Tony's need for Bracco and all of that. I like that stuff. I like the relationship stuff. I don't like the killing and stuff. I know some people love the gore of the killing and shit, but I like the story
That's where
stuff.
I get some of my best ideas. I mean, nothing. I mean, what? What'd you say?
On a cold day, on a Friday in Nashville, suddenly 4 people ended up dead in a panel van. Can't figure out how it happened.
I don't even have a panel van, officer.
Oh, you'll get one.
I see Jess walking around with like a set of Dodge keys.
Please wait. System processing. Swipe or insert.
That is correct. I am exactly where you think I am right now.
What is that? Was that the Giant Eagle?
Are you getting gas?
Nope. This would be CVS. I have to get my mile-long receipt. Hang on a second.
Oh, the novella?
Yeah, let me see. How long is this receipt actually going to be? Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, no, you hear it? It's still going. It's still going. Oh, no, it's still going. It's still okay. If I put this down at my foot up to my waist.
Please remember to take your receipts.
Yeah, how could I forget?
Please remember
3 feet.
As much as they've been mocked for their receipts, it's shocking that they have not done anything to change them.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a thing.
No.
The only thing longer than a CVS receipt is the line in the drive-through trying to get your prescription.
Oh, that's fucking just. That's why I don't do the CVS anymore or the Walgreens.
Same.
That's why.
Last time I had a prescription, I was getting filled at CVS, and it was supposed to be ready at 2:00, and I was there at 2:00. There was one car. I got behind that one car. I pull up. They say it'll be ready in 25 minutes. And I came back in 25 minutes and there were 14 cars in line. And I waited through all 14 of those cars and the motherfucker still wasn't ready. And
wow.
That was the last prescription I got filled at CVS.
And you're at CVS and you get this huge receipt. Meanwhile, you go to Walgreens across the other side of the parking lot and the receipt there is about the size of my pecker. Mm-hmm. So, hi, ma'am. How are you? Good. Good to see you. Good. Take care. Jesus fucking Christ.
You're going to get swatted.
Jesus fucking Christ. Chris Hansen's going to show up at my fucking door next.
911? There's a man talking about his pecker at CVS.
The guy's comparing his pecker to a receipt. I don't know.
He wanted to know if I wanted to receive a pecker.
See, that's how this gets started. This is how it gets started. You know, I have got a solid 8 down there, Wally. I mean, it's millimeters, but you know, it's there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm Irish. There's nothing for the Irish to brag about. Short, stubby feet. That's about it. You know, you'll never hear the Irish brag about, being hung like anything other than maybe hamsters. That's it. There's no competition. That's just the way the Irish are. We're average guys. We're just average guys.
I mean, seriously, getting into the car and motherfucker.
What?
When I said that, I was getting into the car, and the car next to me was getting out.
Oh.
And, I thought I was in a safe zone, but apparently not.
Well, if the police show up, I'm sure that between Wally and me, we can come up with some bail money.
Well,
I am positive that you could.
Watch, she's probably doing a podcast. She's going to talk about how she was accosted by a man with terrible language who was talking about his pecker to her, and then it'll be like Jess telling a story about somebody following her around in the grocery. She'll be like, he pulled right up next to me and walked up next to my car in the parking lot.
And he pulled out his pecker while he was handling some hamburg.
I want to see that lady's TikTok when she's like, I was getting out of my car and this man was talking about his pecker.
And she'll be crying. She'll definitely be crying towards the end of the week.
I don't know why I have to subject my 38-year-old daughter to this. Oh. Yeah.
It's just men are like this. They're just so toxic.
Men are pigs, and my daughter needs to learn that at age 46. She needs to know.
Oh my God! You know what's going to happen. I'm always hopeful that part of the reason why I don't yell at people anymore because I don't want to meet them anywhere.
No,
You just don't want to meet them anywhere. Because I told you guys about the time I called the woman a cunt, and then she ended up being right behind me at the restaurant that my wife and I were going to.
Cunt.
And her husband, when she told her husband I called her a cunt, her husband he just shrugged his shoulders and went, because he's sort of like, and then we all laughed and had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
But I do not. I'm terrified, really, to say anything that someone might find offensive or egregious, because I don't want to get fucking shot in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
God, Wally, what if they find both?
Offensive
and egregious. Holy shit.
Then you're fucked.
Good God.
Then I will get shot and probably gutted, disemboweled.
We will be down to a 2-person show, Jess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My Lord. Speaking of 2-person show, I got a weird friend request. Do you still work for the same company that you work for or worked for?
Yeah.
Somebody with the initials of KH friend requested me.
KH
says that they're the founder of
Live One?
No, of Accu Radio.
Of what radio?
Accu Radio. I thought that was yours.
No, I don't work there.
Okay, well, good. Then in that case, I'll accept it. Because I don't want anybody knowing this podcast is out there, especially somebody powerful.
Right.
Accu Radio like AccuWeather?
Yeah, Accu Radio like AccuWeather.
Oh yeah. Didn't they try to create didn't AccuWeather try to create a news source as well?
I think they tried to, but much like everything else with Accu Radio, it wasn't accurate. Yeah. AccuWeather was terrible. Mm-hmm. And I to the point that when I was in Winchester before I canceled it, I actually said, all right, here's your inaccurate weather forecast.
By the way, I had a dream the other night that WFRE hired me back. But
I've had that dream before too.
But it was in a totally different building that I did not recognize at all. I was not the program director, and the man who was decided that we were going to change the format. And I said something, and this is totally unlike me, so you're going to be shocked. I said something like, well, obviously, because if it's working, why keep it?
No, you would never say that. You would never say that. By the way, how was Tom Whalen?
Tom was not in the dream.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay.
I have not had dreams of old radio jobs in probably 10 years.
Really?
I used to have dreams of old radio jobs.
What about that time that you had that dream about well, I know your wife listens, so I don't want to get too vulgar.
What are you
but
talking about?
That dream that you had when you were doing the mess around with Norma. You're doing the mess around with Norma, and both of you woke up going, okay,
I want to see how hard Jody laughs when she hears that.
The mess around with Norma.
Chris, I wish we had a picture of Norma to show you.
Oh, God.
Look, I am picturing that Norma is a little bit less attractive than Imogene Coca.
Mm?
Oh, she's in that. She's
about 4 feet tall.
She's a very Jewish-looking old woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
With cigarettes and glasses.
Uh-huh. Very short gray hair.
Now the ACLU is coming out.
And this voice right here.
Yep.
Listen,
Yeah, this voice.
if I tell you what you're going to fuck on, it's what you're going to fuck on, Wally.
Now, lay down, because I'm going to piss on you.
Now, what you got to remember,
shower.
here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen, Wally. I'm going to put it in your ass. Okay? You ready? Homina, 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 homina.
She was such a vile human being.
She really was.
I was waiting for you to say, oh, God, she was such a doll.
No, nobody has ever said that.
She was such a vile human being. She absolutely was.
I know.
I'm sorry to hear
found her. I almost said biopsy. What's it called?
Her biopsy.
Obituary?
Thank you.
Her biopsy.
Good.
Boy, we're all having a good job.
I am so happy we're listening to the retarded version of Cheese Wits today. I mean, that's fucking
Speaking
great.
of retarded,
How's your sister?
that word's coming back.
Oh, is it?
Yes, I was listening to, I don't know, some podcast or something earlier in the week or late last week, and they said that you know who I think it was? It was who's the good roast woman?
I know who you're talking about.
The blonde, the good-looking blonde. She just did like the Emmys or the Golden Globes. She just hosted the Golden Globes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She said you can use that word now again. It's come back around, and it doesn't have that same offense.
Nikki Glazer,
yeah. That bitch has come into her own.
I am trying to find a picture of Norma Eilenberg, and I found a whole bunch of pictures of Carl Eilenberg, her ex-husband.
He died so much earlier than she did, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was a bigger.
Wait, her name is Norma Eilenberg?
Yeah.
Her married name.
Good God Almighty! Eilenberg. That reminds me of the scene. There's a scene in Family Guy where Lois figures out that she's part Jewish, and she's like, "Oh my God, Grandma Hebrew money grabber was Jewish."
Yeah. I think so. I think here's one of the benefits of Trump and his cohort getting into office. Racial jokes and offensive jokes are back.
They are. They absolutely. Maybe that's why retarded is back.
I think so.
It could be. I mean, look at the two retards in office. Check it out. Check it out.
That's what I'm. But I do think I think there's going to be some loosening of the political correctness.
Oh, the Washington
Redskins and definitely also more rapes. Congratulations, Wally. This is great news for men.
You know what? It is. There's going to be.
There's
no. Maybe you do, and maybe you're asking for it, Wally. Huh?
No.
Maybe they're all asking for it. How about that?
I think that there may be some loosening of the thinking of some people.
Look, there is a sign right here that says "No brake retarders." It's back.
Look,
it's back.
Rape is not good, and I'm not advocating rape. Now stop that, Jess. But I think we could use a word like retarded and people not getting all fucking crazy if you're not using the word to be offensive and just use the word as it is meant to be used.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, listen. I need to put this call on hold. I need to get out of the car and go rape this dude. I will. I'll be back on in a minute.
Chris,
you know what?
Chris, Trump is not in office yet. You have to wait until the end of the month.
No. Look at what he's doing. He's already taken control. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I feel good enough right now with him being already in office that I'm going to go into Subway and tell that dothead what I think of him.
Jesus
Okay,
fucking Christ.
that's how
see my
confident
cat?
I am.
Can you see my cat causing problems?
What is
right
your
over my
cat
shoulder
doing?
here?
I see him in a box
Yeah, she's just in a box. and
doing
she-
what cats do.
Yeah, she's going to jump around here in a minute and roll about and cause a problem. She was chasing a Christmas ribbon just a minute ago.
Is your cat shitting?
No.
Oh, I thought you said it was in the box.
Yeah, she's in the box, but cats love to be in a box.
You know what I love?
Love to get in there and play around.
You know what I love?
Go ahead.
Not me. But hang on one second. I'm trying to turn on the camera on this phone, and then I'm trying to turn it around if there's a way to do this, which I can't seem to. Oh, here we go. Look at that fucking. Look at that
that's
sky.
nice.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's
Isn't that
nice.
great? Yeah.
Yep.
That's good shit.
That is nice.
I thought you were going to make a box joke.
Let me
No.
ask you about this.
Yeah.
There was an accident here 2 days ago.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
It
wasn't your box truck?
No. It was I'm a box truck.
No, Jess's box truck.
It was not my box
Oh.
truck.
Okay.
There was an accident with a police cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of towns over. He lives in this town, but he uses the cruiser as a drive-home vehicle, and he had his kid in the back, his 7-year-old, and another car came over and smashed, and fucking fucked it up, crossed over the center line. What is your thought about policemen using the city cruiser as a personal vehicle?
I mean, it's kind of like me. I mean, look, I was promised a company vehicle with the job that I have. And, you know, my boss actually called me out on the other day. What were you driving my car to the bowling alley for? I said, well, I told you how much I was making and you lowered what I was currently making by $5,000. And says, but I'll give you a company car. So you expect me to sit in the driveway and do fucking nothing with it?
Right.
Okay. You know, some of these people like the state troopers up here in Walkersville, they're resident troopers and they take their car home because they really don't have an office. They got nowhere to go. They go home, they go back out on the road. They go home.
Okay.
Yeah, there
All
are
right.
people in my neighborhood. There are cops that live in my neighborhood that park their cars out in front of their houses.
Yeah, I feel good about that then. Okay.
And I
feel good
like
about-
having the cars out there, you know, in the neighborhoods that actually have the lights lit up on them sometimes. And
Right.
you know, and I'm looking at one of the resident troopers right now who has a headlight out. That's pretty funny. But yeah, just they leave their house, they go sit on the side of the road, wait to ticket somebody, and go back home.
Oh, they don't do speeding tickets here anymore.
There's nothing else to do in this fucking town.
There's not enough
nothing else
cops
here.
and too many murders.
We've had so many accidents here.
We have too, because there's no
and
cops patrolling.
Yeah, I would. I mean, because I live in the country, you know, you got to have patrol car. We don't have a police department in my community. We have the county sheriff.
Do you live past the city limit signs?
Well past.
Since you live in the country past the city limit signs, I was just checking their honky tonky.
Yes, no, yes, that is us. and oh, you threw me off, Chris.
God damn it, son of a bitch.
No, so we don't have that. But I would fucking love to see in the city here, bring back the fucking beat cop. Bring these fucking guys back. Stop spending money on, you know, it's the same shit.
The beat cop? What do you want, Al Molinaro to be walking around?
Oh, in the city, I want the fucking, I would like to see guys walking around. Because the crime in the city here is fucking ridiculous.
And
It's
I'm not trying to be flip, but you actually have a city there?
Yeah. We have Portland's a big city, and we have near me is another city that's 50 or 60,000 people, and yeah, we have a couple of cities. I mean, they're not gigantic cities as cities go, but they're big for this state.
Okay.
The only reason we have police actively patrolling downtown Nashville right now is because Garth Brooks opened a police station attached to his bar and is funding it.
God damn right. The fuck.
Gotta love it.
Holy shit. I would rather see them spend money on hiring a few more policemen and paying them regular wage than paying the guys they have 40 hours a week of overtime.
Right, because also those guys are then tired.
Yeah.
And not doing the job to the best of their ability.
That's the thought about this policeman who was in the accident. That, you know, hey, this guy gets off a 12-hour shift. then goes, picks up his kid, and then's driving up the road. Yeah, maybe he was off too. I do not want, when Cheyenne was dating a police officer, he would work 18-hour shifts, like ridiculous shifts.
Yeah.
And then go to a murder thing where he had to take out his gun and shit. Do you really want a guy who's just worked a 12, a 14, a 16-hour shift, speeding down the road in his cruiser and then jumping out with a gun drawn?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not the guy who's going to make the best decision. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, I don't make a good decision if I'm awake for 10 hours.
Well, I was going to say, but I didn't want to say.
Yeah, I mean, my age is. But by the way, I have been sleeping like shit. So I have tried. I've been putting on the rain on the Roku. I bring up the rain thunderstorm sound and the black screen. Very helpful. Very helpful.
You've got that. I've got a setting on my TV that I didn't realize existed, and I found it. And you got to go through menu after menu to get there. But I've found a way to listen to what I want to, set the sleep timer, and then go through and turn the LCD off. Yeah, so you're just listening to the sound, and then 30 minutes later, it's gone.
Yeah, that's the key to being able to figure out how that timer because sometimes I just want to hear something, but I don't need that fucking bright light.
Well, if if your TV is a smart TV, you could also just pull it up on YouTube because there are videos on YouTube. I've done this on my phone where it's a black screen. And so if you do the full screen and start it,
Jess,
and it'll play for like 10 hours.
Jesse, one step at a time with Dad.
You're talking to me.
One step at a time.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
I am using the black screen that just has some sound, but even the black screen is still.
It's still lit up.
Right. There's still a little bit of a glow.
Yeah.
Because of that, there's some sort of, LCDs in the background.
Right.
So maybe I'll try to do the pairing with my phone.
The one thing I don't understand is I've got a 2024 Hyundai. Okay. And you go through it takes a while to figure out how to use the radio in this thing, even for somebody of limited mental capacity like me. You figure it out eventually.
A retard.
A retard, yes. Right. FM, AM, XM, media, and then sounds of nature. Okay. So driving down the road, if I want the sound of the thunderstorm, I can put it on.
While you're driving?
While you're driving. Who in the fuck thought this was a decent idea? You've got tropical rainforest and city at dawn. And
which other apps are saying is a way to help you fall asleep. Hyundai says,
in your Hyundai,
here's some driving noise for you.
See? That's how the South Koreans are. They're about the relaxation. Relax, good friend. Relax.
Yeah. Meanwhile, their version of it hit the media sounds in Japan or Korea. It goes, dong. Where is my automobile, dong? Jesus Christ.
Is that also a Michael Keaton movie?
No, I don't believe that 16 Candles is a Michael Keaton movie.
Oh, is that from 16 Candles?
That is from 16 Candles.
I was thinking that was from, what's the one where they make cars?
Gung Ho.
What is it?
Gung Ho.
Yeah,
Same guy. It was Gidi Watanabe. Same guy.
So
you were on the right channel, Dad.
I was in the neighborhood.
That was good. You were in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood instead of Mr. Rogers. But that's fine.
Go say cunt to your mother.
Well, see, why can't it all be?
Did she hit you?
Like it was so innocent years ago, like Joey Reynolds saying, "Oh, go get all those pictures of presidents out of your daddy's wallet and send them here to WKBW radio." I mean, can't do that anymore.
Oh, I saw yesterday on the small. This is why radio fucking blows.
I can give you more examples, but go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw yesterday somebody posted in the small market radio thing.
Oh,
does anybody
Jesus.
have any good ideas for Valentine's Day? Listen, motherfucker. It is the second week of January. If you're just right now trying to come up with something for Valentine's Day, you're 3 months too late.
Mm-hmm.
This shit should have already been done.
Should have been sold, sponsored, already have everything lined up and ready to go.
You should
And
be
then-
working on Father's Day and your
One of my,
4th of July promotions.
One of my good friends down in Fredericksburg, Virginia, chimes in on this and says, cutest couples.
Oh,
Did you see that guy?
yes. I saw that, and I saw that there was another one on there. But my first thought was, how are you fucking even talking about Thanksgiving now? You have to be like the fucking
Valentine's
Home
Day.
Depot.
Valentine's Day. Good try, though.
Valentine's Day. You
Pick
got to be
again.
like the Home fucking Depot and
Well, I
BJ's.
mean,
that shit had to get to
CVS.
November.
I just left CVS and the Easter shit's out. They skipped
Oh,
Valentine's
fuck
Day.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, because Valentine's Day was put up during Christmas.
That's
Yes, it
correct.
was.
Yeah.
It absolutely was.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And Christmas was put up next week.
So I think I've mentioned to you a couple of times that I have a buddy who works out there in San Diego and Sacramento and iHeart and blah, blah, blah. And I buy advertising there. The whole fucking buy just got all fucked up because iHeart and that last most recent dumping of personnel
Yeah.
dumped the traffic directors. And so now the traffic is being done from a central location
Oh,
for
fuck,
several
of course it
stations,
is.
and they fucked it all up. So they'd actually dumped the person prior. They dumped this person prior, and they were using some other backup person. The backup person didn't know what was going on. For now, I find out for 3 months. My
You
client
told
was
us that.
there.
Yeah.
And now we just got it all figured out. And now they dumped everybody and they got somebody else doing it. And they didn't air again for the last 2 weeks. Like, oh, fucking great. Thanks, guys. I'm
There
just
was
trying to fucking make it look extra scratch over here.
You know, and meanwhile, you've got that. Okay, you've got that situation.
Yeah.
My situation, and I forgot the lady's name at Purity Products. You know Purity Products, right?
I do. Yep.
Okay, the lady at Purity Products says, we haven't received any phone calls, you know, from your customized 800 number for the past 3 weeks. And I'm like, wow, wow, nobody is listening. How about that? Because I know the show's on, just nobody's listening.
That's how they get. So that would probably be
Abe. Abe was his name at Purity Products.
Oh, Abe? Oh, I don't know.
Abe. Yeah, Abe at Purity Products. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Because I deal with somebody different.
Yeah, there's a woman there, and I think Abe owns the company.
Oh, you sure it was it? Was
I
it
could be
Mel?
totally wrong.
Mel?
You know what? Abe might be another one of those
Yeah.
PI phone number things.
Yeah, it probably is because the owner of that company's the guy's name is Jan.
Let me see.
Jahn Jan Levin.
Purity. Purity. Wow, I've got emails going back years for these people. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you don't have one that says Marla in it, you know,
Marla DeSantis. There you go.
she's a fantastic woman.
She absolutely, but she'll send you those nasty emails when she gets no phone
Well,
calls.
yeah, well, they're all they're auto generated because you get them on Sunday. You know what she's doing on Sunday? Not working at Purity Products.
No, she certainly fucking isn't.
So, but there's a company that's ahead of it that she has been working from home, I think 3 days a week, 3 out of 5 days a week for years. And that's what a lot of companies like that should have been doing.
Absolutely.
And didn't do and didn't figure out how to put that together. But Purity Products, just because they've been my client for much smaller now. I hardly do any business for them because I don't do much of it at all anymore. But 25 years they've been my client.
Wow.
And Marla's been that whole time. But they have been on the cutting edge of keeping it going. And of all those companies that were out there back in the day, Chris, you'd probably know Great American Products, fucking Sea Silver, just tons of them. They're the only ones left standing.
Oh yeah, I mean, we used to get the financial guys all the time.
Oh,
You know, the guys that were selling gold bullion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be back with Trump. That'll come back.
Absolutely.
The Get Gold will be back, and there'll probably be some Bitcoin ones, and they're fucking prime for fucking just stealing money from dummies.
And here it comes.
It really is. They're just going to steal the Bitcoin because they're going to convince these fucking morons on and mostly conservative talk and religious talk.
That Bitcoin is the currency of the future.
Absolutely, and they're going to buy it like they're fucking. They're just going to drink the Kool-Aid.
Listen, President Musk is putting people in place to set that up for himself.
And you don't forget it.
No doubt. There's no doubt he is trying to create.
He's trying to crash the economy.
Yeah, I absolutely find that to be believable and valid.
Thank you. Thank you very much for validating my
statements. No, I just think that I don't think a lot of people think in that mode. No, I don't think a lot of people think in that mode, Jess. I think they fucking run right by that and don't see. Don't see any.
You don't want to believe that this could happen.
Right. They want to believe their own little thing, and they don't want to look at other shit and believe that whatever it is that's really going on, they want to believe just their own little.
Pardon me. Jesus.
What was that?
That was me sneezing, and I couldn't find the fucking mute button. Oh, sorry.
Do you need Wally to show you where it is?
I couldn't get to it quick enough on my phone. It's like it was coming quick, coming. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that sounds like the other thing. Life. Yeah. That sounds like Saturday night in your house.
That is exactly right.
Quick,
you were there.
You
were there. You should know.
All done.
I was going to ask, but Chris beat me to it.
Give me a moist towelette. I'm done.
Yeah, Wally wanted to come over, play a quick game of penis touch, and it was over.
Okay.
So,
normally I would have FOMO, but in this case, I really don't.
Yeah, well,
me and my friend Chris Hansen and Chris, we're all taking care of business.
Good for you.
Just loving
group
life.
hug.
Yeah,
ta-da.
So in the accident, and we've also had, when we were talking about accidents earlier, we had a ton of those, and really like bad accidents, not little fender benders, fucking horrific accidents where people are just. If you die in a car accident today, in this day and age with the way fucking cars are built, if you're driving in a car that's 10 years old or newer, the likelihood of dying in a car accident is quite small compared to what it was 30 years ago.
But the odds of dying in a car crash are more likely than dying in an airplane crash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, cars 30 years ago were built entirely of steel, whereas cars today are built entirely of plastic. So
right.
Let's not forget the Ford Pinto, which you touched and the back end would blow up.
Yeah.
Yes, but so the difference is all the engineering, like crush zones and crumple zones and airbags and fucking remember the lap belt?
Yeah.
You must have just had a lap. You're just flying out of that. That's not holding you into anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how upset people were with when the harness seatbelt became a thing.
Can you imagine if that harness, the top harness, came out right after COVID? Ain't taking away my rights.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh my God.
I feel like though, when the seatbelt law became a thing, I feel like there was a lot of that anyway. And I was a little kid, so I could be wrong. But I feel like I remember there being people who were really upset by there being a law that you had to wear your seatbelt in your car. And it was the same thing. It's just that it got magnified today because we have the internet.
Well, and the drunk driving thing, really didn't seem like much of a big deal. I remember it. God, I was like 5 years old, and it was me, mom, dad, and two other brothers and a sister, and we're all packed into the 1974 Ford station wagon, which took leaded gas, and Dad's drinking a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Dad is drinking a fucking beer. And I said, Dad, that's drinking and driving. And oh, shut up.
But here's what I'm wondering. And just I could figure, was he a more responsible drinker when driving than today's drinker and driver?
No, I think it was a matter of fact he just didn't want to throw away his open beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's all it was. He just did not want to throw away what he had opened.
I remember when I first moved to Texas, so this would have been 97. I lived in a dry county. And the next county over, you could get beer at the grocery store, but only beer. And I think it was 3-2 beer. And then the next county after that, you could drive into a barn and they would bring all of the beer and liquor to your car and put it in the back seat for you. And then right next door to the beer barn was the Daiquiri Express, where you could drive up to the drive-up window and order a daiquiri, and they would give it to you in a cup with a straw in your driver's seat.
Absolutely. They had that brew-through thing down in North Carolina. You would just drive through, and they put the liquor in the back seat of your car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and the best one.
But the Daiquiri Express, where they would hand you a daiquiri in the driver's seat.
And I got to go after this, but this is not driver's seat. However, anybody ever been to the Trump Casino in Atlantic City?
No.
Okay. Trump Taj Mahal. The casino was downstairs. You take the escalator up and you'd go around to the parking deck. Next to the parking deck, there was a place to get food and drink for your ride home. And we're like, oh, they got Slurpees. So we're drinking. We all got 4 Slurpees, and it was like $10 for the 4 of us. And all of a sudden, all of us are feeling weird as we're driving down the Garden State Parkway, realizing that it's fucking frozen beverages that they were giving you with a top on them.
Man.
Going down the road. So by the time it looked like Cheech and Chong shit. There was smoke blowing out of this goddamn car. We're lit on these frozen pina colada-ish things, and we're going on to the ferry between Cape May and the tip of Delaware. Okay, so now we're drunk off our asses and puking off the side of this boat. I was puking and shitting at the same time.
Listen, man.
Okay.
Nothing's the worst sickness I've ever experienced is motion sickness on a boat.
Oh my God.
It's the fucking worst.
It's fucking terrible. It's terrible.
You cannot escape feeling sick.
Yeah.
You just fucking can't escape. You can, most of the time when you feel ill, you can lay down and it'll sort of subside.
No.
On the fucking boat. Nope. Ain't going.
Don't lay down on a boat. Your guts are shaking.
Mm-hmm.
You got that right, brother.
And I had a friend that had the Whipple surgery where they remove everything and then they put everything back in. Well, everything doesn't go back in the place you think it's supposed to go. So he said, yeah, man, got on a cruise. I was on there for 4 minutes and I could literally feel my spleen shivering.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God.
No, thank you.
Okay.
What is that called? Whipple surgery?
The Whipple surgery. Look it up. It's actually very horrifying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up now.
Take a look.
All right.
All right.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Hey, make sure you edit my retard and dothead jokes out. Thank you.
That ain't going anywhere.
Nope, it's staying.
I know.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.